Okay, we're going to start by threading our needle. So, on your hands and knees, big deep breath in, and now thread the needle through, drop onto the top of your head, stick your tailbone up and hold it, and other side. Big reach, thread the needle, drop onto the top of your head, and stick your tailbone up. And again, other side. Big reach, thread the needle. And tabletop, and again, big reach, thread the needle. And hands, back to tabletop. All right, go ahead and go into a child's pose. Hold it here. You're going to try to get your forehead onto the mat and your seat onto your heels. And if it doesn't make it, that's fine. So like my forehead's not on the mat. My seat isn't on my heels. That's just where I'm headed. Now we're going to float ourselves into an up dog. So you're going to just put the tops of your thighs on the floor. Head goes up and stretch those abs. Big deep breath in, float yourself back into a child's pose. And again, inhale, exhale into up dog, look up. Inhale and exhale into child's. All right, one more time. Eyes to the sky, feel the stretch in your abs. And down, child's pose, almost said down dog. All right, now you're going to come up onto your knees. We're going to come into a lunge. So you're just going to bring your right leg forward and lean into it. So you should feel a good stretch in your hip. Now we're going to place our hands down on the floor. Your left hand stays on the floor and you're going to spin yourself up. Hold it here. And bring it down. And switch sides. Start with your hand right above your knee and just lean, just getting those hips mobilized. And hands down and spin yourself up. All right, and back to those hands and knees. Okay, so back to the hands and knees. Now you're going to tuck your 10 toes under. You're going to get your abs in tight. And you're just going to lift your knees up off the floor and hover. So you should feel this in your abs, shoulders, everything. Now come into a down dog. So trying to push those heels to the floor. Tailbone up to the sky. And we're going to go back to our hover. So knees just a couple inches off the floor. Try to keep your back nice and flat. And down dog. All right, last one, hover. And down dog. Give that tailbone an extra hike. Hike up to the sky. Inhale and exhale, hands and knees. All right, now we're going to do our right leg. Reach it out long, left arm out. And down, switch sides, reach and down, reach and down, reach and down, reach and down. Good job. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now right leg out, left arm out, elbow to knee, and reach. Crunch, big stretch. 3, 2, should be getting warm, and 1. Good job. Other side, opposite leg, opposite arm. Elbow to knee, and reach. If for some reason you can't do arm and leg, just do the leg. 2 more, in and out, in and out. All right, sit back, shake it out. You should be warm. Get rid of the shirt. Okay, or a layer. Don't totally get rid of your shirt. Okay. All right, now back to the hands and knees. Tuck the 10 toes under, and again, down dog. This time, we're gonna float into a plank. So, abs are nice and tight. Inhale. As you exhale, come into your plank. Hopefully, you're in the right spot. You might need to adjust. So, hold it here. Keep breathing. And down dog. Again, you might need to adjust. That's okay. And flatten. All right, this time we're going to lift and lift, alternating sides. Lift and lift. We have 8 more. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and gently come down and give it a little shake. The wrists aren't the biggest muscles in the world, so they need a break. And it's okay, and it's very normal to feel this in the wrists and for it to be uncomfortable. All right, 1 more. So back into your plank. This time we're going to go out to the side. So you're going to tap right and left, right and left. Good job. Right and left. 8 more. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and relax down and give it a shake. Okay, let's go on to abs. So let's start with roll-ups. So reach those arms back behind you, big deep breath in, and peel it up, and touch the toes, and scoop it down. And again, legs together if you can, squeeze it up, and scoop it down. Inhale, and exhale. Linking that breath with your movement as much as you can. Inhale, and exhale, and inhale, and exhale. All right, next time, this next time, we're going to bend our knees about 3/4. And we're going to do the same thing, but we're going to have 3/4 bend legs. So big deep breath in, inhale, exhale, touch your ankles, and come back down. And up, touch the ankles, and down. Good job. Up, and down. 3, 2, and next one, we'll stay up. Touch the ankles, and then bring the knees into the chest and give it a hug. We are going to roll like a ball. So tuck the chin, roll it back, and balance as you come up. Try to balance on those seam bones. Use the abs to pull you up. We're going to do 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and And stay here. Feet are on the ground. We're going to come onto our forearms. So abs are in nice and tight. We're going to straighten our legs and we're going to draw a rectangle. So we're going to go right, down, left, up. Right, down, left, and up. Good job. Right, down, left, and up. One more. Right, down, left, and up. And back to where we started. And now reverse. Left, down, right, up. Left, down, right, up. Left, down, right, up. Last one. Left, down, right, and good job. Let's do a stretch. So come on down. Arms are going to be wide. Legs in tabletop and drop it over to one side. Big deep breath in and out. And one more time. And exhale and bring those legs up and over to the other side. Ooh, tightness. Remember to breathe here. And roll back onto your backs. Okay, we're going to do our single leg circles. So everything's nice and long. Start with your right leg, bring it straight up. And you're going to just start with little tiny circles with your big toe. Lots of options here. So if you are advanced, bring the arms up or behind the head. Now reverse the circle. You can also have your head and shoulders up, squeezing the abs a little bit more. Lots of options. So this is an ab exercise. So now make it big, down and around. But it's also a balance exercise. So you want to keep the hips facing the sky and just use the hip, the right hip, to move around. Good job. And one more big, hold it, and now reverse. Pause at the top, around, and pause. And you're going to have your left glute nice and tight, because that's going to help keep you nice and stable. 3, 2, and relax it down. Good job. Haven't done these in a while. Woohoo! All right, little circles. And hold it and reverse. And hold it and now make it big. Down and around. Pause at the top. Squeeze this opposite glute. And reverse. Last one, hold it up and relax. Okay, now let's do our double leg stretch. So legs in tabletop, scoop everything up, feet are in the Pilates stance, big reach, and in, out, and in. This is also an arm exercise, so make sure that wingspan is nice and big. We have 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and go ahead and rest your neck, reset, legs in tabletop, hands behind the head, scoop it up, elbow to knee, good job, elbow to knee, elbow to knee. And double time. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and collapse. Big reach. So pencil stretch. Interlace those fingers. Turn your palms away. Let everything just open so you can let your ribs pop up. Reach, reach, reach everything. Should feel good. You should be able to breathe deep here because your ribs and everything are nice and open, leaving room for the diaphragm. All right, and we're just gonna roll on over into our side legs. So start nice and straight, bring the legs forward. We're gonna start by bringing our leg up about 6 inches and point for 2, flex it back for 1. Point, point, and flex. Remember to squeeze your seat as you go back. We're trying to really target the area where your glutes and your hamstrings meet. It's called the glute hammy tie-in. And it's a hard area to get to. So these exercises target that area very well. 3, we need our glutes strong to help with balance. 2, and 1. All right, now rotate everything up to the sky. Point up, flex down. Good job. Point and flex. Point and flex. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, rotate everything back forward again, and we're going to hop potatoes. So start in the back, tap, tap, up, tap, tap, up, tap, tap, up, tap, tap, up. Good job. Tap, tap, up, tap, tap, up. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, now we're going to come onto our hands and knees. Using the same leg, we're going to get the back side a little bit more. So you're going to take that same leg and reach it long, and we're just going to tap and lift, tap and lift, tap the big toe, lift. So all the work is happening right in your seat here. So even if you put your hand there, you should be able to feel it. 5, 4, 3, 2, and leave it up, pulse it out. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. All right, now we're just going to come on to our other side. Straighten those legs, bring it forward. Top leg comes up, point for 2, flex back for 1, point and flex, point and flex. 5, 4, 3, 2, and down. Rotate everything up towards the sky. Point and flex. Point and flex. Good job. Point and flex. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, rotate everything back. Hot potato, tap, tap, up. And hot potato can be as big or as small as you want. Four more. 4, 3, 2, and down. And Pop up to the hands and knees, abs in, neutral spine, reach that same leg, and then tap and up, tap and up. Keep going. Watch your spine, make sure your head's not dropping. Have your eyes looking about a foot in front of you. 3, 2, leave it up, pulse it out. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. Perfect. Okay, we need a little bit of a stretch. So go back to the first leg we worked. Lift your seat up, take the first leg, cross the ankle over the knee, and then sit back down. Hold it here. Take advantage of being able to breathe deep here. Breathing deep helps calm the nervous system. So it's an important thing to do. We don't want to tell our bodies that we're running for our lives here. So Pilates really helps calm the nervous system, calms your body down. And switch sides, lift, and have a seat. Big deep breath in, belly should rise. And one more time. And relax. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to roll up to a boat. So we're going to start down. So arms are up. We're going to make sure you've got those sitting bones available. Inhale, as you exhale, we're going to come up into a boat and now slowly come on back down to the floor. And again, inhale, exhale, up into your boat, balance, and control coming down. Balance and control are part of Pilates. This is a good way to practice it. Muscle over momentum here. Let's do 4 more. 4. 3. And slowly come down. All right, now we're going to take that to one side. So take your right leg, bring it into a tabletop. Big deep breath in. As you exhale, come on up. Now we're just going to twist to the right, come back to center, and lower back down. We're going to stay on the right side. So inhale, exhale up, twist, straighten, and down. Up, twist, straighten, and down. One more. Up, twist, straighten, and down. All right, we got to do the other side. So left leg comes into tabletop. Inhale, exhale up, twist, straighten, and down. Up, twist, starts to get harder and harder. And down. 2 more. Up, twist, straighten, and down. Last one. Up, twist, straighten, and fold yourself forward. All right, now let's work the obliques a little bit more. So feet are nice and flat. You're on those sitting bones again, so you should be able to feel those on your floor. Nice straight back. So we're going to hinge. You're just going to hinge back until you feel like your feet are going to fall or pop up. Go ahead and hug your tree arms, and you're just going to twist right and left. Right and left. And you want your eyes to stay looking at your hands so that your head goes with you and we don't have any strain on the neck. Let's do 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, come back to center, but don't come up. And now right and left, right and left. Just moving the legs, right and left. Other parts might move a little bit, but we're just gonna focus on the legs. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Okay, we're gonna come onto our backs. We are gonna bridge. So start nice and easy, peel it up, and that'll help stretch those hip flexors. You probably, a lot of times doing that exercise where you're hinged back like that will really, you'll feel it in the hip flexors. So stretch those out. Inhale and exhale and come down. And again, inhale, exhale up. Inhale and exhale down. And keep going, linking your breath with your movement, up and down, up and down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it up, and now we're going to pulse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Leave it up. Now we're going to go right and left. Squeeze right, squeeze left. Squeeze right, squeeze left. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And relax all the way down. Give the knees a hug. And we need to do just a little bit more on the back side so that we're nice and even. So on your tummies, we're going to swim. So make sure your abs are tight, glutes are tight. You're going to lift the legs, lift the arms, and go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and child's pose. Okay, from here, we're going to go back into tabletop and back into a down dog for one final stretch. So hold it here, last down dog, just stretching out those legs, stretching out the back and the shoulders as well. If you can't do down dog, you stay in child's pose. Now we're going to walk our feet to our hands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold it here, still stretching the legs. And then you can wag your tail. Bend the knees and ragdoll yourself up. And I ended up cutting myself in half, so sorry about that. So I'm going to come back down, but you guys stay standing. And we're just going to do a big deep breath in and out. And last one, in. So hopefully you're still standing up. Joseph Pilates ended all of his classes with people standing nice and straight so that he could make sure that they left his studio with really good posture. So that's what we're doing today. So hopefully you have good posture for the rest of your day. All right, see you next time.